Yeah, so basically my second year in Miami, I think this was 2019 or 18. It must have been 18.
Yeah. That would it? Yeah.
It must have been 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like late 18.
I think, yeah.
Late
So
teen.
basically, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to apply for the Bachelor because I honestly wanted a boyfriend. And was that the best way to do it? Probably not. But I was like, let's just do it. I love to travel. It could be a good time. And I ended up applying. And I think I got to the third round or something. And I had seen the show back in college, like maybe my freshman, sophomore year. So I hadn't seen it in probably like 4 years or so. So, yeah, I got to the last round of interviews. And I remember it was like, I think it was late July where that was my last interview. And I hadn't seen the season, the show. And I was like, okay, like if they ask me which guy do I want it to be, I should probably know. And oh shoot, I forgot the best part. Rewind. Okay.
So how, like, you want to start and tell everyone, like, your side, how we met?
No, we're not starting. Okay, so back up a little bit. So I was doing the application process in probably December. Now it's 2019 of March, April. And Mike, which we call him Sips, he was like, hey, like I live in this, house with a modeling agency. Like you should apply. He's my guy, Mark Block. And I was like, okay, thank you. So I ended up signing with the Block agency. I look at their Instagram and I'm like, oh my gosh, like just scrolling through. I see Jed walking down the runway in a little bathing suit and he looked so good. And I remember thinking, and anyone who knows me knows I'm like so picky. I'm not wasting time here with any guy. So I saw him and I was like, oh, like this is my husband. Like I remember thinking, I love this guy and it's just a picture, but like I just felt something. I know it's probably so cheesy and
no, I love
not really.
This.
So
I love this.
So I was like, wow, okay. Jed Wyatt, ooh. Look to his profile and it's like, oh, I'm going on the Bachelorette. So I was like, dang, won't see him again. Like that was my thought. I was like, won't see him again. Moving on with my life.
Wait, hold on. So I want to keep the timeline. This was as you were about to go on the show?
Well, the thing was that
Announcing it.
we had already like filmed everything and it was done.
You had just been able to go public.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was like Mark announcing good luck to Jed Wyatt I think.
Yeah.
On the show. So yeah, so I was like, okay, won't see him again. Fast forward, then I kept getting calls back about the show. Didn't really like have Jed in mind though. Like it kind of just slipped my mind. So now it's July, late July. I'm on my last interview. So now I'm like, okay, I should probably know who the top last 3 guys are because if they ask me. So I looked it up and I was like, okay, Jed. But wasn't tying together that he was the guy that I saw back in March on the runway. Wasn't tying that together because I think your Bachelor picture was kind of like
What's what?
like it didn't look like you. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
didn't
I
do
do
you any
know what you
justice.
mean.
It didn't do you any justice.
Are you talking about the
Yeah, it was like your, smiling picture.
where I'm like,
yeah. No, I was like,
yeah.
okay, Jed. That's who I would want it to be. So basically it's late July. I'm like waiting to hear back if I got on the show and they didn't call me, whatever. So I end up going to like a work trip in Mexico and I remember being with my friends and Jed DM'd me and I was just blown away that this same guy was the same one that I'd seen back on the runway. Like it just clicked to me and I was like, that is absolutely crazy that from March to August we had been through so much, like both of us, obviously you more, but I was like, wow, like what are the odds? So
Right.
basically, yeah, full circle. And I didn't end up going on the show and was very happy that the guy that I wanted to go on the show for had messaged me. So yeah.
Aw.
What did the DM say?
I'll just tell like my side of the story here too. I had been going over to see my friend Dane, who lived in Germantown at the time, with Mike. And I'd been going over there like pretty much like every night. We were having like boys' night, like every night, cigar night. They were helping me like cope with everything because I was like mad depressed. I was having anxiety. I was just not in a good place. I was like drinking a ton.
That's when we met.
Yeah. I was just not in a good headspace. I was like super sad. And Mike kept being like, I want you to meet my friend. I want you to meet my friend. And I was just like, I didn't feel ready yet. After going through everything that I had just gone through, my heart, my head, my life, nothing was like in the right place at that time. I was just like, you know, shattered. No one believed my story, which was true. And the whole entire time, I'm fighting this. And then Mike was being like pretty resilient about it. He's like,
Mike, the same Mike that
Mike
got me to the agency and that I went to college with. Yeah.
Mike Masturberty. Shout out Mike. Love you. He just finally, like, I'm pretty sure he showed me a picture of you. And I was like, oh my God. She is.
I'm ready.
So hot. She is beautiful.
Curious what picture.
I don't remember the exact one. It was probably one of your bathing suit ones, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, most
yours
guys.
was a bathing suit one too.
Yeah. So we're even. Shout out bathing suits.
Yeah.
But like, sponsored by
Brought
to you by bathing suits. But like, you know,
in general.
It was just like the strangest thing. I just like prayed about it and stuff, and I was like, you know what? Like nothing to lose here, nothing to lose. And I actually messaged Mark Block also, and I was like, I need to just meet someone that is just amazing and beautiful and blah blah blah. I was like, my friend just showed me Ellen. What do you know about Ellen? And he was like, she's awesome. She's perfect. And I was like, perfect. So, you know, fast forward. I did my research. Shot you a DM.
Yep.
And what did I say? I said
I was going to LA.
Yeah. Just missed ya.
Yeah.
Is that all I said?
Just missed ya. Airplane emoji.
Oh. Shout out airplane emoji.
She said it looks like we both like bathing suits.
I didn't know she liked my bathing suit at that time. And honestly, at that point of everything going on, I was like kind of prepared to be shot down. Just with like.
Oh, well, yeah. And I had heard your story like from the, you know, on social media.
Yeah.
And I was like, this poor guy. Like, I immediately was like, they're absolutely using some type of story and just making a lie. Yeah. And I think the biggest, you know, thing with anything and anyone, like when you hear something about someone, always get their side of the story. My gosh, like don't just shut people down.
Right.
Like I wanted to hear what you had to say and I want to hear your side of the story. And of course it was all BS. All not true, you know? It's just crazy that show just, and the fans, that is the problem. The fans are so into the show and they, you know, they'll take anything and be like, okay, that's true. Like no matter what. And they don't realize that you're a human. You have feelings, that maybe you have a different side of the story. Maybe you can't talk about that side because you're under a contract and all that stuff. So it is.
Maybe.
And
yeah,
I just felt bad for you. I did. No matter what, like, and that's the thing, like I had no problem even. I remember, you know, we were hanging out and stuff and you were like, are you scared to like post me? Like, do you not want like people to know? And I was like, I didn't know if you wanted people to know for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, I don't care. I don't care what anyone has to say because all these people are irrelevant. And, you know, their opinions are their opinions. And, you know, you and I know what happened and that's that.
Yeah. You were always, and to this day are so supportive. And when we first like started hanging out and stuff, you know, like I wasn't good. I was not in a good place. I'm pretty sure you thought I was like, person. Yeah, I was not in a good place. And you just showed me so much grace and love and patience. And I was just like, there were so many days that I was like, it didn't seem like it was real because I didn't feel like anyone, oh God.
Aw.
I didn't feel like anyone wanted to like believe me.
I know.
And no one would like actually hear me out and know that I'm not who they're saying I am or doing what they said I did. And you gave me that chance.